host site for the watches, aka Spring Watch, Autumn Watch, Winter Watch at the moment. So we Spring Watch was made June time, but last week, you know, week commencing 25th October, we had Autumn Watch on. And it's so much fun. You know, BBC turn up you know, a week before, and suddenly, you know, cameras going up everywhere, cables everywhere, big satellite dish in the farmyard, big outside broadcast truck in the farmyard, people you know, crawling around. And you see,
can I say, I bet Lloyd Lloyd, the on-site ecologist, I bet he was in heaven.
Well, you know, that's what's really like cool about it for us, is that you know, because they put up so many live cameras, and this is particularly true in the spring, you know, if you just stood there and watched those for like 10 minutes, it's sort of, that's probably equivalent to like, you know, 3 weeks birding. You just see so many like nature interactions, you know, that you wouldn't, you know, nest cams, you just don't get to see that stuff like otherwise. And then for it to be on your own farm is especially cool. I think it's the first time they've been to, you know, really a working farm, as opposed to a, you know, a large nature reserve. So we've loved it. It's been like fun and amazing for our message. You know, our message has reached so many people with, you know, about rewilding and regenerative farming. Like that's what's really been in it for us.
I've got to ask, how did it come about? Because I can just put myself in your shoes, and you get a phone call from the BBC, and you're like, bloody hell! It must have been a great moment for you guys to sort of get noticed.
It's sort of like, it's very affirming, like recognition.
Yeah.
I think we published a document in 2020 which kind of outlined our approach to land management, a bit like kind of how I've described to you today, but in slightly different language, and talking about the 3 parts to the site. And I think a researcher, you know, read this and was like, that's cool. Why don't we talk to them and see what, you know, see if like it's, you know, a good place to shoot. And we, you know, we're lucky, you know, West Norfolk is, you know, pretty great for biodiversity, like, you know, relatively, you know, there's lots to come and film. You know, we started our rewilding project, you know, with over 2,500 species on site. Yeah. So there's lots of good stuff. And I slightly sold them the dream on like how, you know, when they called, on like how much wildlife there is, and like how it's so plentiful, whatever the season. And yeah, then it all went a bit quiet. And then a few months later, and it seems like this also happens in that world, you know, suddenly, you know, they bit very hard, and they wanted to come and check out our, you know, broadband, you know, capacity, and, you know, actually see the site. And it all happened very quickly, you know, within a couple of weeks, we were like, yeah, this is on. And it was, yeah, it's been transformational for us. It's been great.